So just a few days ago, Apple dropped some all-new accessories for us Mac users, the Magic Mouse 2, the Magic Keyboard, and the Magic Trackpad 2. Today in this video, I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing them for you guys. So it's been quite some time since Apple updated their Mac accessory department, and it finally happened just a few days ago here. The first thing we're going to jump into is the all-new Magic Mouse 2, which still kind of seems a lot like the original Magic Mouse. Now, I never had the Magic Mouse, I always had complete hate for it, but this time around I decided to give it another try, and so you can see I'm unboxing it here, dive right into this packaging, get the top of the box off, and we have a look at what's actually inside the box. Of course, the Magic Mouse itself, which no longer takes batteries. Instead, it's rechargeable with a new lightning cable. This is part of Apple's all-new Magic accessories. We got a quick start guide, and of course the lightning cable to connect and charge it. And as you can see, it looks a lot familiar to its previous generation Magic Mouse. Not a lot has changed, except for the fact that now it can be charged and used with the Apple Lightning USB cable, and of course the fact that it no longer takes replaceable AA batteries, but instead there's a rechargeable battery that can be charged, again, with the Apple Lightning USB cable. That's really cool. But beside from that, there's really nothing else. The other thing was that this actually had a huge engineering flaw when Apple was making it. When they got rid of the compartment for the two AA batteries, the feet sounded what Apple calls off. And even though it has the same clicking sound that we've known and loved for years, originally the feet just didn't sound correct. So Apple engineers went back and forth to make sure it sounded correct, and it really doesn't sound bad when it glides across your desk. Quite an upgrade compared to what we had from 1984. As you can just see here, I pulled one of those old mouses out. And, well, we really gotta thank Apple for such great advancements these last several decades. We'll take a closer look at the Magic Mouse in a minute, but for the meantime, let's unbox the Magic Trackpad. Now, this is the second iteration of the Magic Trackpad, even though it just says Magic Trackpad on the front packaging. And I've always been a fan of the Magic Trackpad. It's the first new one since 2010, so this was a big upgrade as well. And I will tell you, this is probably the most different looking Magic device compared to its previous generation than all of them. But we open the box, take it out, we have the same quick start guide and lightning cable, but of course we want to get to the star of the show, and that's this Magic Trackpad, and it has a completely different form factor now. I mean, so much has just changed. It's quite lighter, there's no more battery pack or power button, you could click in all areas of it, as well as the fact that it has Force Touch enabled, just like on the MacBook Trackpad, as well as the Apple Watch and the iPhone 6s 3D Touch. And if you really just have a closer look at this thing, I mean, it's just a engineering work of art. It looks absolutely beautiful, and it's just so sensational. It feels great when you're using it. And, you know, it's been redone to really work better for the multi-touch gestures, which are in OS X now. Quite a lot different from what it was back when this was introduced with OS X Snow Leopard. I mean, there's just quite a difference. It's been completely resized to be longer on the sides versus it being more of a square. It's more a rectangle now. You could really see in the comparison here, the first generation to the second generation, just what a design change there is. I mean, it's even to the point where the clicking sounds completely different. As a matter of fact, there is no physical clicking on the second generation Magic Trackpad, and you have to turn it on, and when you actually press down on the trackpad, it will give you clicking feedback. And of course, we cannot leave without the Magic Keyboard, so we'll go ahead and crack the seal on this baby to check it out. Now, there's not really anything magic going on here. This is the first Magic Keyboard, but not the first wireless keyboard. Basically, it's almost as if Apple ripped the keyboard off of the 12-inch Retina MacBook. We have our lightning cable and quick start guide. You don't need to see those. You really want to see the star of the show, which has those new butterflies keys with the San Francisco font printed onto them. It's much lighter and thinner. It doesn't have that giant battery pack at the top, and it feels just a lot better, especially if you're a fast typer like me. You'll definitely notice that. And you could see quite a difference in comparison to the first generation wireless keyboard. You know, the keys are a lot more spaced out. On the second generation one, you have a lot more space for the keys, and there's even bigger arrow keys, the left and right arrow keys, and it's at a better angle. I just think it feels a lot more comfortable, and it hasn't been updated since 2007, which is a huge deal. And it sounds quite different too. That demo there kind of gives you an idea. As you can see, the newer generation Magic Keyboard is a lot quieter. It just sounds better on the desk, doesn't make a lot of noise when you're typing. I like this one much more. The setup process is pretty simple. You'll simply just grab these accessories, hook up that USB cable to your Mac, and plug them in, and it's as simple as that. The notification will pop up on your Mac and let them know that they're connected. Or you could just connect them through Bluetooth in your OS X preferences, but I feel like this plug and play way is just so much easier. It goes to show how simple Apple wants to make it for you to connect them. You literally just have to plug it in one time and it's done. I mean, of course, except for when you need to charge it. So far, I'm really enjoying Apple's new Magic accessories. I gotta say, out of the three, my favorite is probably the new Magic Keyboard. I guess that's just where I'm using my hands the most on the desk, and the Magic Trackpad definitely comes in after that. The Magic Mouse is on the end there. Quite honestly, I see myself going back to my MX Performance Logitech mouse, because it's just better for what I need. Again, I've never been a fan of the Magic Mouse, but nonetheless, I'm still a fan of all these accessories that Apple's made here. They've just made them even better. I've been a user of their trackpad and wireless keyboard for years, so it's great to finally see some updates to this line. I'm really happy about it. But don't be so eager to upgrade to all three of these, because it's going to come at a cost. While the Magic Mouse is only $80, the keyboard is $100, and the trackpad comes in at a whopping $129. All totaling to just a little bit more than you probably thought you'd ever spend on Mac accessories. But hey, it's Apple. Anyways guys, that does it for this video. If you liked it, please be sure to leave some comments below on your thoughts. Of course, rate give this video a thumbs up and click the subscribe button below. Now hang on Mike, not so fast. It turns out I've actually launched a new Instagram at Mike's Apple, which you can go follow and check out. On there I'm going to be posting the latest and greatest that I see in the Apple world, whether it be fresh new products or some really cool vintage retro Apple stuff, or just things that I see along the way that are Apple related. I'm going to be posting them all on that Instagram account for you guys to check out, so make sure again you go check that out. It's on the screen right now. I'll leave it down in the description as well. Make sure you follow it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.